Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. Welcome back to I Rate Your Teams. If you guys are enjoying this series so far, then make sure you guys do leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. But with that being said, if you guys want to be featured in an I Rate Your Teams video, all you guys have to do is simply follow a few quick and easy steps, right? All you guys got to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications, all right? And once you guys have done that, take a picture, screenshot that, head over to my Instagram, follow my Instagram, and then DM me that screenshot of you following the steps, right? And once you guys have shown me that you followed the steps, you can then be added to the list for I Rate Your Teams, and then you can be featured in this video. But with that being said, guys, enough of the waffle. Let's waste no more time and let's get straight into the first team. Okay, guys, so into the first squad we go. We do have a team sent in by Ryan Morris 10. Huge shout out to you, bro, because I know he's been a subscriber for a very long time on this channel. But with that being said, as you can see, we have his team in front of us right now, and honestly, it does look like a very overpowered team, but there is a few tweaks that I would make to it. So we're going to start with the defense, and Pope in goal. I think we all know he's a good cheap goalkeeper to have, and also you kind of need him for chemistry there as well, because you can see that Tavernier here, his headliner's card is lacking on chemistry. I know that he goes up to 5 chem with the right manager and loyalty, but yeah, 5 chem isn't really the best, especially when you're playing a centre back there. So I would at least recommend 7 chem on a centre back if you're going to play like a right back at centre back. Mukiele, he's a decent card. I think he's pretty good in this game, but again, he'll be on 8 chem with the right manager and loyalty, which isn't too bad, but I think there is room for improvement on this defense. I think Gomez is perfect. Tellez is okay. I've actually got him on my road to glory. In fact, I got Pope, Gomez, and Tellez on the road to glory. If you haven't seen that, link in the description down below. But yeah, Tellez, you can need him here for chemistry as well, so I wouldn't really say to upgrade him because you need him there. So he's a good card to put there. Gomez is fantastic. We already know that. But what I would do to the defense, it kind of links with what I do to what I would do to the attack as well. So what I do is I'd probably get rid of Mukiele. I'd move Tavernier here to the right hand side. I'd get rid of Bellarabi. I know that Bellarabi is an SBC card for you, but again, there's room for improvement there. So what I'd do is I'd bring Rashford here down to left mid, so he gets the chemistry there to Tavernier. I'd actually buy Kyle Walker. Definitely, I'd buy Kyle Walker, put him at centre back, and keep Tavernier at right back in game, because I think that Kyle Walker at centre back, again, it's a move that I've decided to do on the road to glory, and it works. It really does. Kyle Walker at centre back is fantastic, man. He's got the body type for it. He's strong. He's got good defending stats, and he's pacey as hell. So yeah, a fantastic card in my opinion. I think I would definitely recommend getting Kyle Walker and putting him at centre back. So that's what I would do for the defense, right? They're the upgrades that I would do to the defense, because I think it does improve it a lot. And for the attack now, this is where it gets juicy. I'm not gonna lie, this is where the team does get juicy, because you got a couple players here that I really do like. You really do. Yeah, there's a few players here in this attack that I like a lot. So for the cam position, as you guys can see, Werner's in that cam spot now. I do like Werner, but again, I'm just gonna, everything I say is just from my point of view and my play style. So I wouldn't really recommend, just for the way I play, because I like skill moves and that, I wouldn't suggest Werner, because you can put someone else that's better, if you understand what I mean, and still get full chemistry. So what you could do instead is obviously keep Rashford here on the right, keep Neymar on the left, because Rashford and Neymar are really key players in the team. Kante as well is fantastic, by the way, one of my favorite cards in the game. And also Icon Balak, that's a great card. Not many people use him, but it's actually a good, well-rounded box-to-box midfielder to use. So those 4 players here, Rashford, Kante, Balak, and Neymar, wouldn't change at all. What I would change is Werner. Now what I do for Werner is I change him for Inform Zaha, man. Get that 86 rated Inform Zaha. It's a game changer. And again, he's a similar player to Rashford. He's a similar player to Neymar in terms of the fact that he's got 5-star skill moves. He's got very high agility, balance, ball control, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I really would recommend that you guys go ahead and do that. Sorry. And then in that striker spot, again, you're gonna need someone that can play out wide, because I know that you play 4-2-3-1 in game. So if you were to play 4-2-3-1 in game, you need your striker, cam, right mid, and left mid. So again, you're gonna need another player that can play out wide from the Premier League, literally any. So what I would personally do is, then again, I would invest in someone like Sadio Mane once you get some more coins, because he's fantastic. If you don't have that many coins, you could get someone like RONALDO, because he's cheap right now on the market, just 30k. So again, that's something that I would recommend. So either get I'll put Mane on the bench here just so you know. If you do have the coins for Mane, I would 100% invest in getting Sadio Mane, stick him at striker. Honestly, I think him on 7 chem can do a fantastic job, and this, in my opinion, makes the team a lot better. It makes it more of a meta team. It makes it more of a usable team, in my opinion. These cards are great, and obviously, again, it just depends if you're looking to, I don't know, sweat foot champs, try hard, or you just haven't looking to have some fun. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you what is the best option to do, and in my opinion, this is 100% the best option to do for your team. So yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. And also, if you do all of these moves here that I've done, then you can look to upgrade Pope to a better Premier League keeper, such as, again, someone I always refer people to, which is Alisson, because I think he's fantastic. Yeah, literally any Prem goalkeeper that you prefer, that you like, you can go ahead and put them in instead of Pope. I really do like Pope, but again, it's just if you got extra coins, then you can go ahead and swap him out. But I think this team is absolutely fantastic. I really do. And if you make these upgrades, then yeah, if you make the upgrades that I've showed you, it'll be fantastic. And I'll show you how it should look in game as well. So in game, what you would do is switch to the 4-2-3-1, if I can actually find it. The 4-2-3-1, where is it? There we go. So here we have the 4-2-3-1. It looks so weird on Footbin, I don't know why, but the two CDMs would be Kante and Ballack. Obviously, you'd have, this is how I would do it. I would have Neymar 5-star at striker. I'd have Rashford in the cam spot. I mean, actually, no, Rashford can go striker, but just because I feel like having Neymar dropping deep a little bit is probably better because he's more agile. I'd have Zaha and Sadio Mane out on the wing, and yeah, this team would just honestly just destroy people. It really would. But yeah, I recommend that you do make these upgrades, but again, if you don't, it's totally up to you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That is literally pretty much it for your team. That is what I would do. But I'm gonna put your team back to normal and then give it one final stare and give it a rating out of 10 for you. But yeah, the team does have lots of potential. It really does. The team does have lots of potential, man. It's up to you whether you want to make these changes, but I really do recommend that you go ahead and do so. But yeah, oh wait, no, you didn't have Walker, you had Tavernier, so let me just quickly put him in. All right, there we go. Let me get rid of these lot. So yeah, this is the team that it is right now. I recommend that you guys, I keep saying you guys, I mean, I know I'm talking to multiple people, but this is kind of like me talking to one person. This is advice for one person. I don't know why I keep saying you guys. But yeah, for the team, a rating out of 10 that I would give it, I think I'd have to give it, ooh, this is tough because there are some I give it a 7 out of 10, because having Kante, Neymar, Ballack, Rashford, Gomez, that is filthy. But it's basically this right side that I would change: Werner, Bellarabi, Mukiele, and Tavernier. I mean, I like Tavernier, but on 5 chem at centre back, I wouldn't really recommend it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the first squad. Let you guys let me know your opinion on this squad as well down in the comment section below. But yeah, Ryan, shout out to you, bro, and yeah, into the next squad we go. Okay, so into the next team we go. We do have a team sent in by Oliver.Lee on Instagram. So again, massive shout out to you, bro. Yeah, honestly, just by looking at your team, it looks like a very different team, a unique team, definitely. I would say so. Yeah, let's get straight into it. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna start with the defense, and Oblak in goal. He's a fantastic keeper, one of the best keepers in the game this road to the final especially. So again, yeah, nothing really to improve on there. We got Vidic as well, fantastic centre back. I like him a lot. Honestly, this Idu card is underrated. If you didn't get this Idu card, then shame on you, because this card is underrated. I've actually got it on my main account and I've used it quite a lot, and I can literally happily say that card is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, good job there. The centre back partnership and the goalkeeper is fantastic. Nevas at right back as well. He's very steady. He gets the job done. And Tellez as well. He's steady. He gets the job done. So honestly, the defense is really not much to say. I would say you could change the defense, but the only reason I changed the defense is because I would say the midfield needs changing a little bit. And yeah, let me get on to that. So in the right mid spot, as you can see, we do have Ryan Giggs. Even if you got him from the icon pack, I just wouldn't use him. He's terrible. I think he's just such a terrible card to use, man. I really do. 3-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot. I mean, this is not a card you want to be using, man. Even if you got it from an icon SBC, you might as well slap that card in a gold upgrade, mate, because Ryan Giggs is useless. And I know he's a legend for Man United and I love him, but listen, in FIFA you don't want to use this card. So 100%, I just put him on the bench, right? That's where he belongs. He should be warming that bench. He shouldn't be in your starting 11 because he's just not good enough in FIFA, in my opinion. So this is what, like, so what you could do is you could just take out Ryan Giggs and you can put in, let's say, what's his name, Porto. Road to the final Porto. That's something you could do. He's much better than Ryan Giggs. He does only have 3-star skill moves, but he's got 4-star weak foot. His finishing is much better. I've actually used him. I did a challenge video with this card, and yeah, he's insane. Very, very agile. His finishing's good. His left foot is just dangerous. He's got a dangerous left foot. That's one option that you could do. That is one option, but that's not the main option, I would say. Now, what I would say is get rid of Casemiro as well. Casemiro is a good defensive midfielder, but I feel like you could do better. And that's why I'm going to say again, put him on the bench. Now, this trio here, I like a lot. Teixeira, I've got his 82 card in the form of a Foot Champs version, and that card is Teixeira is just so good. It's ridiculous. That card is so overpowered. So yeah, that card is insane. I actually haven't used this Bakumbu, but it does look decent. Let me have a look at his stats. I've actually not seen this card really at all. He's pacey, his finishing is good, his agility is good, his dribbling's okay, his ball control's okay. 4-star. So yeah, that seems like a good, cheap, sweaty card to use. Oh, I mean, not cheap, it's free. But that seems like a good card to use. Oscar as well, he's pretty decent in that cam spot. He is quite effective because he's got good dribbling, good finishing, and good passing. So yeah, this trio here, there's honestly not too much to complain about here. Rashford, on it, just all I have to say, go check the last episode of the Road to Glory. I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. Rashford is honestly just the GOAT. He is too good. He really, really is just too good. Rashford, just one of the best cards in the game. I love him to bits, and that is why we're left here in this position, needing a centre mid and a right mid. So what I would do is I'd pick up Paulinho. I think Paulinho is fantastic. This inform card is so well rounded. It is just so well rounded. It's such a good card to use. And I think in game you play Oscar, maybe in CDM or centre mid. Let's say you're playing a 4-2-3-1. I think Oscar would be one of the CDMs. If you did play Oscar as one of the CDMs, I would leave him on balanced attack because his attacking is just a lot better than his attacking is a lot better than his defending. But with that being said, yeah, I'd put in Paulinho. You could keep Aidu there and play him on 8 chem with the right manager, which honestly isn't too bad. But honestly, just to make the team like more meta, and you know, again, yeah, just to make the team more meta, I'm just gonna go back to that route of putting Gomez in because again, he's just the GOAT. Gomez. I put in Pope as well in goal. Pope or Alisson will do. Honestly, if you have the coins, then I would recommend Alisson. Walker at right back. And then I definitely put in Inform Mahrez, because I think Inform Mahrez is a fantastic card. He may not be like super pacey, but I think his agility, his balance, his ball control, and the fact that he's got 5-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot makes him very, very effective. And in and around the box, I think Mahrez is a fantastic card. So Mahrez is definitely better than Ryan Giggs. I'll tell you that 100%. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. That would probably be like my main way of upgrading this team for you, is just to do that. To be honest with you, again, you can find like any combination that you like with a right mid. So there's not many good right mids in the game. That's why a lot of people do play left wingers at right mid on 7 chem, just because there's not really that many. I mean, this card here is good, but there's no one really to link him with. Let's say you did go with Martinez, there's no one to get that strong link. Again, this Saudi card is actually an SBC card, I do believe. Yeah, so again, like it's really hard this FIFA to just get a player on full chem in the right wing spot, because there's just not really many good cards to use in the right mid spot, honestly. And that is why a lot of people just go with left mids, and that's why I'm going to recommend it to you as well. So if you don't like Mahrez in the game and you don't like that option, another thing that you could do, depending on how many coins you had, it's kind of tough. But just looking through it, you could maybe put someone like Carrasco. But then again, who are you going to use to strong link him in the right back spot? There's the Atletico Madrid right back isn't really good. There's Douglas. Honestly, there's a card I would recommend, but he's very expensive. It's Douglas Costa. I think this card is fantastic, and he actually does link to Oscar. This card here is just ridiculous. It really is a fantastic card. But again, when it comes to linking him, you're going to have to pay a lot for a right back, which I just wouldn't really recommend. Again, this card is fantastic, but 120k on a right back is a lot. So again, what I'm just going to tell you, just to keep it nice and simple for you to understand, is I'd just do this bro. I'd honestly just do this. Get Walker, Mahrez, Gomez, Pope in goal. And then yeah, the team is just much more effective, and that's definitely what I would do. I think the reason why obviously I don't want to change your whole team. That's just silly. That's not the point of the video. But yeah, for a small little upgrade, I would definitely change that right side to Mahrez, Walker, Gomez, and Pope. Rashford fantastic, Tellez fantastic, Vidic is fantastic, and also I'd swap Casemiro out for Paulinho as well. This duo here is fantastic. So yeah, I think that's about it. That is about it for the upgrades. I think that's all I would do. I'm going to put your players back in, have one last look at your team, and give it a rating out of 10. But I think it might have to be the lowest one. It might have to be the lowest rating, bro. I'm sorry, it might have to. Okay. The defense is good. Casemiro, again, you could do better. Casemiro is a good card, but you can do better. There's more of a meta option to use. Giggs, don't like him at all. Would never ever recommend anyone to use him. Terrible card. So I'm just gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna have to give the team. Wait, the defense. Navas good. Aidu good. Oblak good. Vidic good. Tellez good. All right, the defense is steady. I like the defense a lot. We move on to the midfield. There's not really a clear. I can't really see what formation you play in game either that much. To be honest with you, like who you playing next to Casemiro in midfield? That's also something I'm not too sure about. So, Casemiro, not the best. Oscar's alright. Bakumbu and Tixeira alright. I'm going to give the team a 5 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Half and half. Just because I know that Tixeira is a fantastic card. I know that Rashford's fantastic. The defense is very good. I haven't played with Bakumbu, so I can't really comment on him too much. Oscar I've used a couple times in like a draft. He seems okay. But Casemiro and Giggs, not the best. And just, yeah, get Giggs out your team. That's the main thing. I really would recommend getting these guys that you see on the bench for upgrading your team. But yeah, I'm going to give the team a rating, a 5 out of 10. And yeah, that's it. We're going to move on to the third and final squad. Okay, so going into the third and final squad of today's episode of I Rate Your Teams, we do have a squad sent in by Luke Smith _08. Massive shout out to you again, bro. Someone that does comment under a lot of my videos. So again, massive respect for him. But yeah, let's get straight into the team. So as you guys can see, he's playing the 4-2-2 formation. And looking at the defense, man, it looks fantastic. It really does. He said that he doesn't mind playing players, some players like on 7 chem. So yeah, it's not bad at all. And I just think that this defense, you can't really get any better than it. Honestly, it's fantastic. It really is what you call a meta defense. We've got Mendy here, Ferland Mendy, who we all know is a fantastic left back, probably the best left back in the game. I love him and everyone else does. Varane, again, one of the best centre backs in FIFA 21, a fantastic card that you guys have probably used already, and a lot of people use him at Foot Champions. We already know how good he is. This Foot Freeze Wan-Bissaka card here, an SBC card. This card is fantastic. It really is. It really is a fantastic card, man. And I recommend, well, I can't even say I recommend that you guys go in and get it, but anyone who did it, fair play, because it was pretty expensive. I cannot lie, it was pretty expensive, but I think it would be worth it because Wan-Bissaka is fantastic. And then Tavernier, again, a card that I also like a lot, and a lot of people have done. Yeah, fantastic card, sweaty defense, and just generally an overpowered defense. So yeah, well done, man. Good job there. Good job. Fantastic. But onto the midfield. We do have Kessie. That card there is a very good card. I'm pretty sure that is that an SBC card? I can't even remember. No, it wasn't. And so it is a card on the market. Very expensive. But yeah, a very good card. So again, not too much to say in terms of upgrades. This team really is a good team. There's a few plays here and there that I'm going to show you that I would change, but all in all, it is actually a good team. We got Varane here as well, who I like. A well-rounded midfielder. He's not that fast. He's not that agile, but I think he's decent. He isn't the best icon to get, but again, I'm guessing you got him in the icon pack, and if that is the case, unlucky. That's what I have to say. Is unlucky. I mean, he's not the worst card. It's not as bad as someone like Ryan Giggs, but it's not really that great. Like, and I know if I got Varane in the icon pack, I'd be fuming, to be honest with you. I would be fuming. But yeah. So Varane is from the icon pack, so you can't really change him. let's just say he wasn't. Let's just say he wasn't from the icon pack. I definitely would just think about getting someone like Pirlo, or even a Pep Guardiola, so someone like that. Someone that's quite cheap and affordable, but still very, very overpowered. But I'm pretty certain that this is from the icon pack. But with that being said, guys, so we move on to the attack. We got Cristiano Ronaldo, who's fantastic. I love Ronaldo. I mean, what else do I need to say? You guys should love Ronaldo. He's just one of the best cards in the game. We got Dybala. Now, what I would actually do, if this is how you play in game, I would definitely recommend swapping Dybala with Ronaldo, making sure that Ronaldo's up front, because that's where he's going to be most effective instead of out wide. Get rid of Dybala because on the wing he isn't the best, and actually go for Alejandro Gomez. Was his team in the group stage card? Was that card an SBC card? No, it wasn't. So it is on the market. This Alejandro Gomez card is fantastic. It really, really is. This card can literally play striker, cam, or even out wide. And I think if he's playing out wide, he can do a great job there. If you guys haven't used him already, here are some of his stats. It's a great card to use. 4-star, 4-star. Really, really high agility, great balance, good pace, good finishing, good dribbling and all of that. He's small, nimble, agile. He really is a fantastic and overpowered card. I really feel like this card here is underrated. So I definitely would swap out Dybala for Gomez as an upgrade. Let me just put Dybala on the bench, just so you know. There we go. So yeah, that's definitely one upgrade that I would make to the side. There aren't too many upgrades that you can make to this team, especially because of chemistry as well. Because it's like, if let's say, I probably would recommend switching Rebic for someone, but if I get rid of Rebic, you're going to have to get rid of Kessie, and Kessie is very, very good. He's one of the best centre mids in this game, in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest with you. There's not too much to actually change from this team. There really, really isn't. I mean, you could upgrade Pope to David De Gea. No one really uses De Gea in this game, but I think De Gea is good also. They are pretty similar keepers. I think De Gea is just a better shot stopper in game, but they both have the saves with feet trait, which is a crucial stat to have for goalkeepers in FIFA. But yeah, let's just create a scenario where you got rid of Rebic, because they both are tradable cards. You'd have around like 500 to 600k left. What I would do is I'd honestly just play Ronaldo on 8 chemistry with loyalty and a manager. He can get 8 chemistry. I'd get a striker, a Premier League striker, because you want to link someone to Wilfred Zaha. And yeah, just to let you guys know, that Wilfred Zaha card is actually a Red Foot Champions card. By the way, it's just a shame that I can't change it on to that on foot bin. But yeah, if I was to upgrade this side a little bit, I probably would change the striker. You could get a Prem striker. You could get a striker from any other league. If you were to go from Prem, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would actually prefer Martial at striker over Rebic. I don't think Rebic is the greatest card. I've used him before. For me, he feels a little bit stiff. You know, he feels a little bit stiff. So that's not something I would 100% go with. But what you could actually do is, let's say you change to the 4-2-3-1 formation in game. You could slot Firmino, inform Firmino in that cam spot in game. So you start him at striker here, and then you could pick up someone like a Wijnaldum, or maybe even someone better than that. Maybe even, could you get Kante? Nah, because you're gonna need chemistry for that Firmino card. What would I do? I mean, this Ndidi card again is fantastic. Probably as good as Kessie when it comes to defending. But again, you do need chemistry. You don't want to have 2 strikers off chem. But then again, you could do that. But nah, you don't want to have too many players off chem. I know. To be fair, he said didn't mind plays on 7 chem. But I'm just trying to see if there's a way that you could get some plays on full chem. But again, you could put Firmino here. And then you could just put Wijnaldum. I think Wijnaldum's a great card. He's cheap, very, very overpowered though. And the thing is, you do save a lot of coins as well by making those changes. I actually do prefer Kessie over Wijnaldum, but again, if you're going to change one player, someone else is going to have to get sacrificed. So if you're changing Rebic, Kessie's going to have to get sacrificed. So it just depends on what you want to do, to be honest with you. It really, really just does depend. Any other changes that you could do? Are there any other changes? I'd probably say this is your best bet. So putting in Alejandro Gomez to link with Ronaldo. Who else? Firmino and Wijnaldum. I'd probably say that's your best bet. But again, if you enjoy using Rebic, then it really isn't that big of a deal. It really isn't that big of a deal. Again, that's just my personal preference. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Rebic, but if you enjoy him, then that's fine. Yeah, but the midfield is fantastic. Zaha is fantastic. Obviously, you had Dybala in here instead. So, yeah, Dybala is good, but I wouldn't want to play him at striker, and I wouldn't want to play him left cam in this formation. So, I just prefer Alejandro Gomez. Like, Dybala is good, but I prefer Alejandro Gomez to Dybala. So, that's definitely the main upgrade that I would make. That is like the #1 thing that you want to change about this team. Yeah, make sure you purchase Alejandro Gomez because he's a very, very good card. And yeah, that's about it. That's like the main thing that I would do. It's up to you if you want to use Firmino and Wijnaldum though. But if I was to give this team a rating out of 10, honestly, if I was to give this team a rating out of 10, I think the defense is really, really good. I rate that defense a lot. The midfield of Veron and Kessie is good. Obviously, Veron is okay, but you know, you can do better than Veron, to be honest with you. But Kessie is so good that it's okay. Ronaldo, of course, he's just the GOAT. Zaha, I like a lot. Rebic and Dybala are my concerns. I think I give this team an 8 out of 10. I think I have to give this team an 8 out of 10 because the defense is so good. Like, you can't really get better than that defense. Like, that's such a good defense. I don't think you understand how good that is. Kessie is so good. Again, Ronaldo is so good. Zaha is so good. It's really only Rebic and Dybala that I would change. But again, if you're changing Rebic, who can you really put? I mean, to be fair, you did say, again, you don't mind plays off chem. So let's just say, for example, you did put a Serie A striker. I would just definitely recommend an informed Lautaro Martinez, for example. I think that card is fantastic. And then yeah, you could do something like that. And what you could actually do by doing this, actually, this is a good thing. What you could do, I know Kessie is off chem, and I know Ronaldo's off chem, but then again, if you put Lautaro Martinez in here, you bring in Gomez, you can do something like that. And I think that actually works a lot better. I definitely would do that, especially, again, you did say you don't mind plays on 7 chem. I think this is what I would do. I know his Kessie's chemistry does get sacrificed a little bit, but it's just something that I would do. Honestly, it really, really is. And if you were to change, let's say what you could do again, you could take out Zaha, and then you could just put in a Serie A centre mid, for example. So you could put in Nainggolan. There aren't many options, but again, you could put in like this Chiellini, for example. You could do that. Like that, there are actually a few options. You know, there really are a few options. It just depends again what your budget is and who you like to use in the game. But again, this Milinkovic Savage card here is fantastic. Very expensive though. But you kind of want to use with Veron in the midfield. You kind of want to use someone that's agile. You really want to use someone that's agile. But yeah, there aren't too many. Oh, this Duncan card, I would get it. That's probably what I would do if you didn't want to play Kessie off chemistry. But yeah, I think Kessie is a very good card. So he's good enough to play on 8 chem or 7 or 8 chemistry. That is probably not that. That is probably what I would do. So yeah, like you said, you got this red Zaha. That is probably what I would do. Get Martinez, get Gomez. I think that's the best thing to do instead of getting Firmino and Wijnaldum. So yeah, definitely Luke Smith _08. That is definitely what I would do. So Martinez, Gomez, get those two, and yeah, play them with Ronaldo. It will work like a charm. It really would. It's fantastic. It really is fantastic. So yeah, that's going to be it though for today's episode. Like I said, remember I gave your team an 8 out of 10. Your original team an 8 out of 10. Let me just convert your team back to normal, just in case, just so you know that's what I gave an 8 out of 10. Who do we have here? We had Ronaldo, Dybala, so Ronaldo, put him back in. We have Rebic here as well. So yeah, this team is, I give this an 8 out of 10. I think it's a great team, but again, there are improvements that you can do to this side, man. But let me know what you guys think of all the teams that I showed this video. And like I said, if you want to be involved in this series, then yeah, just all you have to do is follow the steps. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Show me a picture of you doing that on Instagram and you'll be added to the list. But I hope you did enjoy today's episode. It's been your boy RB Plays. Link in the description down below for the last episode of the RTG. We actually play some foot champs with our new squad builder. So yeah, check that out. Link in the description below. It's been your boy RB Plays though. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, peace.